Good morning, everyone. My name is Chaohanwang. I'm the test manager of PG07. Today, it's my time to give you a presentation about the testing review. After 8 weeks hard work, we have successfully developed a prototype of our rescue robot. In order to make sure our operating system is reliable and functional, we have run a few tests against our system. From week 3 to week 8, the client have been taking an active part in the development process. We performed constructive and efficient communication during weekly client meeting, especially Q&A sessions. We got useful feedbacks from the client, which can make requirements clearly. We also have written feedbacks for each document we created. We have reached an agreement for the commitment we should deliver for milestone 1. The first one is plotting trajectory on the screen. The second one is a working socket between the console and the robot. The third one is manual control to perform basic movements. And the last one is partially traversing ability of the map. Limits of possible changes to the data volume are based on the hardwares. We set up the acceptance criteria during the milestone 1 negotiation, and according to the result, we have made our client satisfied. As the test manager, I have some confusion about how to implement the test at the beginning. After several discussions with the client in person and on the forum, I realized we only need to test the software, not the hardware. The key strategy is creating our own function to simulate the input of the hardware. I have identified all the risks. The highest level of risk is loss of source code. The good news is we have backup code on GitHub and on each member's laptop. We have created 5 test cases for milestone 1, which have covered all the specifications. Even though we use Java to develop our system, we somehow follow the idea of process-oriented programming instead of object-oriented programming, which leads to not clearly separate different function modules of our system. This flaw makes our test a little bit tricky. We will try to fix it by reorganizing our code for milestone 2. We performed 2 kinds of tests, white box and black box. This is the test code for ultrasonic sensor test. As you can see, we use JUnit. The code coverage is 95%, which is good. This is the code for color sensor test. The code coverage is 48% due to the poor structure of our code. This is the login test. We use random string and number generator to create usernames and password. If they do not match, a prompt message will pop on the screen, says login fail. This is the code coverage for login test. We use black box to test our socket and GUI. We have identified 2 sub-scenarios. The first one is multi-threads. The second one is network link. We compared expected outcomes with real outcome. As you can see, we have passed all the tests. As we write in detailed description for each commit on the GitHub, all the bugs have been documented. We have fixed all the bugs for milestone 1. Of course, we left some to be fixed for milestone 2. For future options, we may use Bugzilla to track down all our bugs. This is the end of my presentation. Thanks for watching.